This tragic set of events appears to have started as a domestic dispute. It's a reminder just how quickly those situations can escalate. Mike Bowersock is live at Riverside Hospital tonight with more about the effort to raise awareness about domestic violence and the potentially tragic consequences. Mike?
Good evening, Cabot. Too often these cases end up someplace like this, or worse. There are people out there discussing ways to keep that from happening. The case of Angela Luke, arrested for reckless homicide and vehicular homicide but not charged tonight, has once again brought the subject of domestic violence into the forefront. According to a 17-minute 911 call, her husband Daniel was beating the Pickerington school teacher. She tried to drive away from him, running over him and killing him.
It's interesting to me that a woman who was the survivor of domestic violence and her escape leading to violence, that is newsworthy more so than the over 3 women every week who are murdered at the hands of their partner.
Sue Ismar is a prevention education coordinator with the Sexual Assault Response Network of Central Ohio.
When we consider self-defense, it is that your life is in jeopardy, and for us to determine what is acceptable behavior to get out of self-defense, we need to understand the real threat. And I think that we do have a limited understanding of how pervasive and terrorizing domestic violence is in nature.
Today at the Ohio State House, legislators met to discuss further laws to protect victims of domestic violence.
It raises awareness of the problem, and it raises awareness of the fact that there's still a lot of work yet to be done. But we've come a long way and made a lot of changes, good changes to laws and policy. We've created a lot of good programs and interventions for victims.
We don't need to wait till things become violently abusive in domestic violence for us as a community to stand up in support against violent and controlling behaviors in relationships.
I spoke again tonight, late tonight, to Sue Ismar. She said she was glad to hear that there would be no charges, and also said that, quote, "I'm confident that our prosecutors understand that victims of domestic violence are trying to preserve their life and the lives of their children." Throughout Ohio Health, there is a helpline for people in these situations. That number, 267-7020. In Columbus, I'm Mike Bowersock, NBC4.
Thanks so much, Mike. And this is a story, of course, that we're going to continue to follow. Stay with NBC4i.com for any updates.